All right, welcome back to Blackacre Ranch, guys. We're here in the middle of the dark because we're going to be putting in this water pump. I gotta get this thing done. So we're outside actually at the back of the well house. I gotta figure out where we're gonna be poking through and where that pipe is so I can kind of measure it so I'm not offset, which I probably will be offset anyway.
You got your hole.
I'm never super scientific about that. My measurements, every guy knows how big their hand is, but it's like our second measuring tape. So we kind of measured 8 inches and a half, maybe 9. And you know what they say about big hands. And so I was hoping not to hit a stud, and obviously we didn't. So my finger measurements were accurate. Of course, I had 16 inches to make sure that I had plenty of room and we were successful. So my wife suggested we probably should measure my hand at some point. All right, so what we're doing today, guys, that is the outlet from all these pipes. We're gonna be coming off this tank, coming through, and this is the pump that we have. This is an RPS, Rural Pumping System, I think is what it stands for. It's a booster pump, and it doesn't require a pressure tank. A lot of those 1/2 horsepower, 3/4 horsepower that you might get from Tractor Supply or somewhere else are designed for the pressure tank. So the idea is that it turns on once, fills up a large quantity of liquid in the tank, water, and then you slowly draw from it and it stops it from having to cycle so much on and off. Well, they assured me, and people supposedly use this on ranches all the time, that this doesn't need it, and it's designed specifically to turn on and off and no big deal. So it's actually made for that purpose as opposed to the others. That's the sales pitch, okay? So right now, I don't have a pressure tank. So I'm gonna give it a shot. This will run all of the troughs in 6, 7, the handling facility, all those pens, 4 and 5, all of that jazz. We just gotta get connected to the tank behind me. So that's our task right now, because I wanna get this thing running, and now we have a hole, so we're gonna get something in that hole. We need a tape measure, but while I'm here, hey, you don't tell me I don't have 9.5, all right? I underestimated 9.5.
Oh my goodness, such a boy.
All right, so all the heights and all the everything else is going to depend on where the pump goes. So naturally, we're going to be setting up ourselves a pump stand. We want to get it off the ground. So we want to be below these guys. So we're going to just put this base here. That keeps the same level, and put it on top of this. We're going to actually screw everything down onto this for the pump, so that way it's mounted. And first, let's just get these things attached. Then we'll get this guy bolted down and go from there. The frustratingly unique thing about this pump is we have 2 holes under here to which to bolt to. And so it's just that this guy is right up above here. So we've actually got 2 bolts. It'll be a little small, but I've drilled into one right here. That'll hold this guy, and then the other side is clear for me just to drill from that. So I'll drill that guy second after I get this guy attached.
Oh, that looks great.
And 1 lock washer. I'm busting out the nice ones for this. All right, let's line her up. I'm moving her back so this isn't right directly under that.
good. Good job, baby.
All right, now we just got a little plumbing. It's really just repetitive. So we'll kind of go through, we'll kind of tell you this section by section a little bit, but we're gonna try and keep this moving along in the video for you so we don't just get like floored in minutia. So don't worry.
If only life worked that fast.
We ended up just connecting a coupling here and an immediate elbow. We're gonna be coming off this coupling over to here and then just teeing over actually to the pump. We're gonna put in a one-way valve to stop water from going the opposite direction. It does have a flow marker. We have a valve that comes from the 3,000 gallons. This valve right now is closed, but it could be open. And so what I don't want happening is for some reason that water comes back the line and then feeds back here, thereby breaking any, getting air in the system or something with the pump. So just to be safe, I'm just gonna put a one-way valve on it and go from there. But really it's just cutting this and going over. That's the plan so far. Do I have to be precise? No, this looks good. I'm not really that bothered where the one-way valve is. And triple check the flow.
That would be so bad.
Because I'm just that kind of guy, guys. I wouldn't put it past myself. I want to get this situated before I go over to that corner, just to make sure I get a more accurate assessment of how much I'm supposed to have. With some of this pipe dope sealant. We're going to put a coupling on this side to go right here with this other half right there, and then tee down and then come across this way and go back. So this is going to allow me the ability to disconnect this in case I ever have to remove this for servicing something, send it back, it broke, I don't know, whatever. And I'm going to do likewise up here. So I'm going to have couplings here so I don't have to keep cutting pipe in case something happens in the future.
You got it. Looks like a fun little angle we got going on.
Yep. Not quite 90?
Yeah, not quite 90. We can make it work.
Glad that worked.
That would have been bad if it didn't.
There have been times in my day when that didn't. First half done. Everything's set. Over to here. Let's tighten some of these things up. I don't think that was tight. All right, so off camera, we've got this all set up. Threaded this in with that pipe dope, coupled in the coupling here. Our goal is to come up and then do a 90 right around here, so that way we can run the pipe on the bottom side of all these brackets. But I also want to be right up against here, so it's going to 90 over, and I'm going to have a T right about here. So I'm first going to glue this together, get my rise relatively up here, and go at that. So this shouldn't be too bad. Right on the inside of the tube. Yep, just making sure it's straight as much as I can.
after you put the ring on.
Yes, thank you. The ultimate test is right here.
Right here, did you do it?
Suck on that tight wad. I'm rather pleased with myself. All right, that's step one. Actually, step two.
I was like, that's a long step one.
All right, now there will be a pipe going this direction. That's gonna go over to the big barn, which the pipe is sitting out there waiting for it. We're not ready to hook up all that pressure yet. All we're really worried about is this one coming this direction. So we're gonna go ahead and put a little fitting on this, put a valve, and then get a run all the way down. That should work.
Looks good.
Maybe.
Hopefully. There we go. Made me a little nervous.
Yeah.
Made you a little nervous.
The valves kick it off the back wall a little bit more, so it's pulling it backwards. So we'll see when we pressurize it.
How much leakage we have going on.
Yeah. Now let's just get this run going all the way down.
We are finished with this long pipe. We strapped it in place and we made it to the corner.
Just a little plastic strapping. We didn't use the metal ones. Now our goal is to come down, come over, and we're gonna tap into here. We will probably do a T right into here. And then this will come to 3/4, which will come out and go over to like some sort of a
Spigot.
spigot. Yep. Spigot.
Nice.
You son of a monkey.
Can you just push it out?
Yeah. This side is all done, so let me just kind of explain it here. We came off over here. This is a T, so this is the 1 1/4 that's going to feed all of the troughs and all the water supply from outside. We accidentally got another hole there because we missized it, whatever. We're going to cover that up. We break off this guy, come over for a water spigot. We have a shutoff valve here, and then it comes up, and it's going to go through here to go give us a water spigot, which is somewhere, but we're going to pop outside and get it done. The unique thing I'm going to try is I have a valve down here, and so the reason I put that one down is that's my drain valve. So what's going to happen is when it freezes or other things like that, I can close this valve off, open this guy up like it was, and have all the water come out so that way I don't freeze up in my spigot. So hopefully that's a way that I can avoid having to cover everything, worry about it freezing up, bursting pipe, that kind of thing. So I'll see if it works, but that's my ingenious idea. Right now I think I'm smart. Tomorrow I may not. So anyway, let's pop outside. This is the 3/4 spigot, and we've got this trim piece here. We're gonna screw this straight to the stud, which is actually going right here. So I'm just going to measure it. I've already got this marked right there because that's where the spigot is gonna go. So let's get this guy cut off. And let's see if my gluing is gonna be accurate and my cutting is gonna be accurate. Oh crap, go inside. Push it, push it, push it. Okay, just hold it in there. Okay, let go. Oh, the little things in life that make you get a little heart beating pretty quick. It's on there. With this big pair of pliers, you'd think you can go another round all the time. I get defeated. Forget it, it's on.
That's funny.
Reuse that. Back to 1 1/4 now. Perfect. Because the pipe isn't straight in the ground, it won't look straight up here.
Get some movement.
Okay, some more wiggle.
Yeah.
All right, so what I'm gonna do, we're gonna just try and get this in one shot. I mean, I think I can.
Put it in.
All right.
Is
So
the elbow glued already on top?
I don't know. No.
Yeah. Okay.
If I push it down, hopefully I can go forward and hopefully this can drop out. I'm gonna need you to go on the inside and push as I push.
Okay.
All right. Hold it. She be on. It's all done, guys. Back inside. So outside's a wee bit colder. I don't know if it's like 38 degrees or something like that. So, you know, some of you guys have mentioned before with these pipes, since we buried them all, we're going to pressure test them. And yeah, once it starts leaking, I guess we'll have to go find it, and that sucks. But because it's been so cold, I just want to make sure that one is actually pressure tested, so I'm not going to bury it in yet. We should be getting to this pump pretty quick. The pump just has to be plugged in, but I don't know if there's certain settings. I got to go read the manual and check that out a little bit more just to make sure I don't do something stupid. But I think that's it. So we're gonna actually wrap this up here. We're gonna catch that another time. And some of your guys' comments from the video where we worked the buffalo, you had some buffalo questions, pregnancy tests, weights, things of that nature. So I'm gonna kind of include that when we take down some stuff and clean up a little bit more over there. We'll also get the water done and do that in the next video. But otherwise, I think we're plumbed here in the well house. It's just a matter of getting this thing turned on and seeing where water comes out. So stick with us and we'll catch you next time. Like and subscribe, guys. See you, bye.